Because you know what? They might arrest someone who might have a crisis, and if they understand the disease, that person could be treated differently. Is that true?
Yep.
Okay, all right. So let me welcome here Staff Inspector Dave McCormick, who's going to bring greetings. Staff Inspector Dave McCormick. Oh, here he is.
A pleasure for me to be here this morning to assist with and support the third annual walkathon for sickle cell research and in support of Camp Jamoke. I've been very much aware of the camp and the work and the goings on and the participation of the police service over the years. I've been kept apprised by, I believe, the next speaker, former Staff Inspector Dave McLeod, who has involved me in it for many, many years. So it's a privilege to be here. I was very fortunate to land in 13th Division. Ojo has assured me that it never rains on a Camp Jamoke event, and I know Ojo is very highly connected. So I'm sure we're in for a great day. I want to thank everybody for coming. Enjoy the walk. These types of events are so crucial that funds are raised, that awareness to this disease is brought forth so that people can jump on and support, and I see good things happening in the future. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You see, Staff Inspector Dave McCormick, he has set the tone. He wasn't long. He spoke to the point. So everybody else who comes after have to do the same thing. So put your hands together and let me welcome Staff Inspector David McLeod. Oh, all right. We're in civilian outfit today. You're undercover today.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning. And 2 minutes. I'll be about 45 seconds. So I'll give the rest of my time to the next speaker. It never ceases to impress me, organization that goes with these events, the objectives and the commitment of the organizers. But one of the things that impresses me more than anything else is the courage and the challenge that the children involved that they face. And we as the adults and the volunteers can learn a lot from them, just by watching.
Playing, and in the evening they might be at circuits again. They're just not telling with sickle cell disease. This is why we thank you for appreciating our young people, for coming out and supporting this walk. It's so important. I'm going to ask you, people that have sickle cell, they need special blood, they need your blood. Please donate blood. Encourage people to donate blood, especially if you're from the Black community. There is lack of blood supply, and they must get phenotypical blood, which means it has to perfectly match from their community.
And oncologist since 2000. She's in area of interest is non-malignant hematology, particularly sickle cell disease and thalassemia, and she's currently the co-director sickle cell thalassemia program at the hospital. She's well qualified. Let's give it up and welcome Dr. Melanie Kirby.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for coming out. So, Landry.
Some love. You know what, I've never been seen when the kids are going, but somebody said to me, a lot of times when the kids are leaving to go to the camp, they're just crying, they're so happy. No, this is deep, you know. Without Camp Jamoke, these kids would never, ever have an opportunity to enjoy a camp like any regular child. So we need the support, and we need as many people to walk today, because we want the community to see presence, that we're supporting a worthwhile effort. And they'll say, what's that all about? And they'll hear it's about Camp Jamoke, and then we ignite others. So, Dr. Kirby, we love you and we appreciate your work. Thank you so much. God bless you. You see a lot of young people in black around. Where are they? Oh, there they are, over there. They're volunteers from the Police Foundation. They're students. And we want to show big, big appreciation for them. They're donated their time free. They're coming here to help. And we can't even express how much we really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Once again, notice a lot of policemen, policewomen are here, and once again we just want to thank them, because a normal time in our community is an antagonistic relationship. but we want to show love. It's time for the antagonism to stop, and we just show love, because they're here to serve and protect. And when they say they're here to serve and protect, we should take that to mean they're here to serve and protect the entire community. You have a lot of good people in the security forces. Maybe you have people that are not so good, but in all elements of society, so it is. So we love you, policemen.
Dominic, I got brothers, I got cousins. Shaheem's going to carry the torch. You remember He was doing all the...
All right, good. That was beautiful, right?
Oh, no, he's
graduating. Workout, so you're ready to walk now?
He's doing that the next
All right, let me invite Mr. Louis Isaacs, who is the chairperson of the organizing committee for this event. He's going to tell you the path that you're going to be walking. Mr. Isaacs.
Okay, good. You know what? We'll light the torch as soon as they say ready to do the walk. I'll tell you when to light.
And you should follow the instructions of the marshals and the ladies with the banner. Thank you very much. As we get ready to start. Start lining up.
All right, so have a safe walk, and thank you again for being here. Thank you, Michael. I want to give a shout out to
hold and walk slow though.
Let me just check her
Don't walk fast.
Here, where's she?
Check this.
Christine McGurr. Come here, Christine McGurr.
Okay, just get in front of that sign, but hold it. Okay, start walking now.
You're going to be the PC candidate for St. Paul's in the provincial election. St. Paul's. So thank you for coming here. Thank you for support. And you know what? If you win,
This side. You know you're taller than me. Are you talking to me or are you talking to the sign? I'm moving the light up and down here.
The guy carrying the torch is Shaheem Joya, and he just finished walking from Ottawa to Toronto.
Yay! Thank you.
Woo! So how was the rain, man?
The rain? On the last 3 days, it was nice.
Yeah?
Yeah. I got a raincoat as a gift from someone, but it had holes in it.
Oh yeah? Well, that's good.
I thought it was good in the morning. Afternoon, I changed my mind.
Want me to take some, George?
No, we're okay. You're okay with those flip-flops?
Yeah, George, come take pictures. Yes, we can. Get in the pictures.
Oh, there he is.
When I get tired, I'll... You look good, Shaheem.
Oh yeah, thanks.
People are going to start asking if you're single, and how should I answer that? You know, you can't.
No, yeah, to the right. To the right.
This.
Yeah.
But I got it all on. I got it all on video.
Yeah, they were going to a wedding or something tonight.
Uh huh.
Yeah, so I gotta go there too later.
Okay. Well, they're gonna see this video.
That's good.
Are you okay? That's heavy, isn't it?
No, it's all right.
But the road is blocked.
Around the neighborhood. Around our neighborhood, Frank. Who would have thunk, eh?
Huh? Well, you've had this before, no?
Well, yeah. It's still surprising every time people are.
Pull over from one side. Pull over from one side. Pull over.
I was supposed to just. Shaheem, this is how I was filming all the students across Canada. Yeah, I filmed the whole thing. Like this.
Yeah, police.
Yeah, with police and doing, you know, every city there's a different student filming. Hey, Frank. You're gonna get blisters.
She's not smiling.
How many should I get?
You want one? Water? You want a water? Quattro. Franco, quattro, yeah.
Can I get a blood component?
Sometimes. What do you got? Batteries in those skates? Yeah, Frank.
It's a duffel.
international and global health challenge.
Joya. Joya. Big smile.
Support. Sickle Cell Foundation. Sickle Cell Foundation. One generation
Shane, smile.
One more can
Sidewalk?
Sidewalk on the west side. Yeah, take it across over here.
Sidewalk, okay. Shaheem.
Let's keep it in two. Walk along in two.
Huh? Yeah, that's Shaheem Joya.
And today we must have MCC Michael. Could you wave your hand? MCC Michael, could you wave your hand? Your community? We need a cure. We need a cure. We're working for Captain Monkey. We're working for Captain Monkey. We're working for Captain Monkey. Support, support. Sickle Cell Foundation. Support, support. Sickle Cell Foundation. We need a cure.
Cure! Cure! Slowly bring it down. Down, down, down.
Upside down.
Yeah, upside down, but slow. Keep walking. Keep walking.
Feels them?
Yeah, we're getting there. It's an old.
We're working for camp. We're working for camp. We need it. We need it. We're working for camp. We're working for camp. We're working for camp. We're working for camp. We Give it up for my God! Woo!
Shaheem Joya, how do you feel after this? Or during this?
After the walk?
How do you feel?
Yes, we're here at
It's another day, to be honest.
Oh, come on.
Get in the
I
water.
can't just said it's just another
Get in the
day.
water.
What did he say?
I believe that. Look at that face.
And
It's just
we're
another day, he said.
celebrations.
I don't know, Judge. I can't say anything.
It's
Tomorrow
nice.
I'll find out.
Is
I'll find
it
out.
nice? Is it?
It's
But
new,
we're here to
it's too
support
much.
this wonderful community.
So, yeah, it's very nice.
To make you aware of sickle
People
cell.
cheerleading behind.
We need your support
Yeah.
to get the attention sickle
Everybody's
cell
having fun.
deserves, especially for our kids. And our wonderful, wonderful, very special place called Camp Chamoke. Camp Chamoke is
He said
an
Janoke.
impressive respite for young children where they can go and relax and recreate during the summer. Camp Chamoke and the Sickle Cell Awareness Group, George Marcello, 13 Division, Fred from No Frills, all the wonderful people that make this community strong are behind making a better life for victims of sickle cell disease. So great to be here. Dufferin and Eglinton, the heart of the city, the best roadie, and we're all going to stop at Randy's for free. Patties for everybody at Randy's.
I like that.
Support, support.
Are we continuing?
Support, support.
On the sidewalk, sir?
We're going out to the street.
Street? Okay.
Okay? We're getting all the way.
Support, support.
The light looks good here.
That's it.
I don't know if we'll have a midway stop.
People are laughing.
Why?
I don't know.
No, they're not laughing.
Happy.
No.
Like that car over there.
Which people?
Those.
Oh, there's always going to be a laugher or two.
But it's a good laugh. I like
Oh, it's a good laugh. Okay.
it. Laugh is good.
Yeah.
So, any special techniques for carrying George? Do you do the Statue of Liberty? Or do you
Might as well.
Do I have to work out? Shoulder money?
Did you have it on your right hand through this whole time?
No, no.
You have to switch?
Yeah, I keep switching. No, I can't do that.
Okay. We had one person that did a 20-kilometer run on one hand.
We need some fuel.
almost out. Give it one more shot. We're almost at the midway point.
I got the shots.
Yeah, but it's gonna flame up when it's lit. That's the only problem. If you got a lighter, but we're almost at the midway point. I think it's this.
I got a lighter. Where's your cup? Let's do a quick operation.
No, but I think it's over here, the midway point.
Oh, Popeye.
Let's stop.
Come on the sidewalk. On the sidewalk. You can. Right beside Michael. He's going to the ambulance.
Christine McGraw, you come and speak with us right now. Christine.
I respect the cameraman. How you doing, sir? You want me to hand it to him?
Ask him if he wants to hold the torch. Come in the middle, Shane.
Sickle Cell Foundation. Sickle Cell Foundation. Sickle Cell Foundation. We need a cure. We need a cure. We need a cure.
Pass it around.
We need a cure.
Give it to Mr. Isaac.
We need a cure. We need a cure. We need a cure. Support Sickle Cell Foundation. Sickle Cell Foundation. Support Sickle Cell Foundation. We need a cure. We need a cure.
Keep passing the torch around.
Sickle Cell Foundation. Sickle Cell Foundation. Sickle Cell Foundation. Sickle Cell Foundation. We need a cure. We need a cure.
property.
Support Sickle Cell Foundation. Support Sickle Cell Foundation. We need a cure. We need a cure. We're walking for Captain Morgan. 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 Support Sickle Cell Foundation. Support Sickle Cell Foundation. Support Sickle Cell Foundation. Support Sickle Cell Foundation. We need a cure. 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 We need a cure.
We're passing it around.
Oh, okay.
It's getting passed around. Okay. Everybody gets a chance to hold it.
Okay. Well, just stay behind this area. Yeah.
Then we can add another 100 people when hopefully the day that we bring it back to the Pope. We got another 100 people that...
Support Sickle Cell Foundation. Support Sickle Cell Foundation. We need a cure. We need a cure. We need a cure. We need a cure. Support Sickle Cell Foundation. Support Sickle Cell Foundation. Support Sickle Cell Foundation. Support Sickle Cell Foundation. Support Sickle Cell Foundation.
Mostly an occasion for me to hopefully meet some people we can connect with over there. So we have to be prepared to do a lot of networking, you know. Everything okay, Lee?
Sickle Cell Foundation. Support Sickle Cell Foundation. Support Sickle Cell Foundation. Sickle Cell Foundation. Sickle Cell Foundation. Sickle Cell Foundation. Support Sickle Cell.
Playboy picture?
Yeah. JD Electronics. Give it up for JD Electronics.
Shaheem, when you get a minute, bring the torch, give a little bit more.
Support
Don't do it in front of the car.
Support Sickle Cell Foundation. Support Sickle cell foundation. We need a cure. We need a cure. We need a cure. We need a cure. Support, support. Sickle cell foundation. Support, support. Sickle cell foundation. Support, support. Sickle cell foundation.
From Africa, you're infected with sickle cell anemia. We need a cure. Thanks again, JD. Give it up. Woo! Any electronic cell, electronic cell that you're down, and you want to make a cell in the house and his family?
I like getting this side stuff. People's reactions.
Support, support.
I will call him now.
Okay, just pronounce your name to the camera.
Nicole.
And last name?
Poletto.
And that, of course, is Shaheem Joya. He's going to be protecting this young lady from any
harm,
unwanted
foreign, whoever.
unidentified flying objects.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Okay, go on this side. Go on this side.
Ben. Watch out behind you, there's a bike.
No, like the pan.
Regarding the torch of life. This torch of life, which is going to be carried by a Vaughan High School student, Nicole Pauletto, will be presented to the Church of St. Peter's Roman Catholic Church in Woodbridge, Ontario. This torch is the torch which was blessed by Pope Paul John II back in 2001, and we are honored to present this torch to the Catholic Church here in Woodbridge, Ontario. Thank you very much for attending, and God bless.
When do you want us to get it? When do you want us to get the torch? Oh, do you want me to say a few words? No. Okay,
should I wait here?
Now, George Marcello would like to say a few words. Thank you. I want to thank the Prime Minister and also Patricia for giving us this very warm and spirited welcome. On September 5th, 2001, the Torch of Life was brought to Vatican City, where Pope John Paul II blessed the torch. And on behalf of Vatican City, he said to the world that organ and tissue donation is a genuine act of love, and encouraged the whole world to become organ and tissue donors. He also said something else that was very important. He said, let the youth carry the torch and the message around the world. And for the past 10 years, this torch has traveled over 35,000 miles, and over 1 million students and young people have carried the torch. And today, bond student Nicole Palamento has carried the torch. And I want to briefly introduce our newest and youngest ambassador, Shaheem Joya, who's from Afghanistan. And he recently carried the torch from Ottawa to Toronto, and he's just going to share a few brief words.
Thank you all very much. I'd like to thank Mr. Marcello, first of all, for allowing me to have this opportunity to speak with you all. On this great occasion, the Torch of Life is here, and it was blessed by Pope John Paul II. And I think that's a very special help that we received by him sanctifying organ donations and tissue donations. Because for me, it stands for something that, as an immigrant to Canada, is very important and close to my heart, which is coming to the help of others. And that's what organ and tissue donations is all about. Without regard to where they're from, what color they are, what religion they're from. And I think that's the message that Pope John Paul II tried to pass on to the rest of the world. And in that relation, we are working on a project right now whereby we want to invite a Palestinian man over to Canada to honor him for a great deed, a deed beyond human capability on at least my part. I don't know what I would have done. Essentially, Mr. Ismail was called to the hospital because his 12-year-old son in 2005 had been shot accidentally, and he was killed. And when he got to the hospital, the doctor told him that your son has passed away, but there are these other children here that are depending on organs to live, to survive. And in that moment, instead of giving into the dark nature of that humans share around the world, as much as we have our common good side. So instead of giving into that, he decided to donate the organs to 8 children, some of whom were Jewish Israeli children. And that is an act of selflessness that goes beyond understanding on my part. And we would like to honor this man by bringing him to Canada, and that's the project that we're working on. We're looking for people to support us and to help us to bring this great human being here and to show him the hospitality and the multiculturalism that exists in Canada. Because not only around the world, but especially in Canada, it's important for us all to live together. And for that, unregarding behavior, passing beyond our own selves, basically the message of Pope John Paul II in action is what we need. So I thank you once again for the time.
Thank you very much. Thanks also to the many sponsors and supporters for their generosity. You will find them in the booklet. I would like also to thank for the greetings.
I will call him now.
Okay, just pronounce your name to the camera.
Nicole.
And last name?
Poletto.
And that, of course, is Shaheem Joya. He's going to be protecting this young lady from any
harm,
unwanted
foreign, whoever.
Flying, unidentified flying objects.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Okay, go on this side. Go on this side.
Ben, watch out behind you. There's a bike.
No, like the pan. I don't have a pan.
Regarding the torch of light. This torch of light, which is going to be carried by a Vaughan High School student, Nicole Pauletto, will be presented to the Church of St. Peter's Roman Catholic Church in Woodbridge, Ontario. This torch is the torch which was blessed by Pope Paul John II back in 2001, and we are honored to present this torch to the Catholic Church here in Woodbridge, Ontario. Thank you very much for attending, and God bless.
When do you want us to get it? When do you want us to get the torch? Oh, do you want me to say a few words? Okay,
Should I wait here?
Now, George Marcello would like to say a few words. Thank you. I want to thank also for giving us this very warm charity welcome. On September 5th, 2001, the Torch of Life was brought to Vatican City, where Pope John Paul II blessed the torch. And on behalf of Vatican City, he said to the world that organ and tissue donation is a genuine act of love, and encouraged the whole world to become organ and tissue donors. He also said something else that was very important. He said, let the youth carry the torch and the message around the world. And for the past 10 years, this torch has traveled over 35,000 miles, and over 1 million students and young people have carried the torch. And today, law student Nicole Palamento has carried the torch. And I want to briefly introduce our newest and youngest ambassador, Shaheem Joya, who's from Afghanistan. And he recently carried the torch from Ottawa to Toronto, and he's just going to share a few brief words.
Thank you all very much. I'd like to thank Mr. Marcello, first of all, for allowing me to have this opportunity to speak with you all. And on this great occasion, the Torch of Life is here, and it was blessed by Pope John Paul II. And I think that's a very special help that we received by him sanctifying organ donations and tissue donations. Because for me, it stands for something that, as an immigrant to Canada, is very important and close to my heart, which is coming to the help of others. And that's what organ and tissue donations is all about. Without regard to where they're from, what color they are, what religion they're from. And I think that's the message that Pope John Paul II tried to pass on to the rest of the world. And in that relation, we are working on a project right now whereby we want to invite a Palestinian man over to Canada to honor him for a great deed, a deed beyond human capability on at least my part. I don't know what I would have done. Essentially, Mr. Ismail was called to the hospital because his 12-year-old son in 2005 had been shot accidentally, and he was killed. And when he got to the hospital, the doctor told him that your son has passed away, but there are these other children here that are depending on organs to live, to survive. And in that moment, instead of giving into the dark nature of that humans share around the world, as much as we have our common good side. So instead of giving into that, he decided to donate the organs to 8 children, some of whom were Jewish Israeli children. And that is an act of selflessness that goes beyond understanding on my part. And we would like to honor this man by bringing him to Canada, and that's the project that we're working on. We're looking for people to support us and to help us to bring this great human being here and to show him the hospitality and the multiculturalism that exists in Canada. Because not only around the world, but especially in Canada, it's important for us all to live together. And for that, unregarding behavior, passing beyond our own selves, basically the message of Pope John Paul II in action is what we need. So I thank you once again for the time.
Thank you very much. Thanks also to the many sponsors and supporters for their generosity. You will find them in the booklet. I would like also to thank for the greetings.
This has a mind of its own, this camera. For the last few days, it's been working perfectly.
Look at me now. Look at me now. Oh. I'm getting paper. Look at me now. Oh. Look at me now. Yeah.
George, what do you think of this as the background? One of the songs when you
When you send it to him?
We'll do the documentary. Yeah.
Say, this is what happens when you live in Toronto.
Look at me now.
Look at me now.
I'm fresh as dinner now.
We promise.
Be smoking when I talk to him.
Okay, say that again.
Salam Nimshi.
Okay. Okay, young people. Youngish people.
Yes, sir.
Here on your young Canadians. Greetings, young new Canadians.
Thank you, sir. Refugees.
No, you passed that status.
They called me that in the paper.
Well, that guy didn't, you know, that's, you know. But anyways, I have some wonderful news. I just checked my email.
Yes, sir.
And as I mentioned, I had emailed Mr. Professor last night.
Yes.
This morning he had responded back.
Yes.
And he is excited and very happy to meet with us. When he comes back from Poland,
Which will be when?
June 29th.
Right. Wow. Perfect timing.
I just...
Kirsty Duncan, I'm going to see him, and it's going to be good.
We can bring him to Kirsty Duncan.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to be back on the 29th.
He said contact me on the 29th. So I'm going to give him our schedule, see when he's open. If I'm going to invite him if he could join us. If not, we'll, you know, afterwards or whenever he's available, and we'll meet with him. And
that's great news, George.
This is great news. So this is what I mean about getting the cameras rolling. I needed to get this.
And I'm from Afghanistan. I was born there. Then we immigrated to Pakistan, and finally life has brought us here to Canada, where I've spent the last 14 years. It's a great country here, and I love it. We would love to have you here. And the reason we want you to come here and be our guest in Canada is it's close to my heart. We want all over the world a happy life, a peaceful life, to live with each other in peace. And yet, when I turn on the TV, all we see are pictures of violence, of people killing each other. And I understand that when we do wrong, wrong must be pointed out and punished so that it sets an example for our children. But I think it's more important that when someone does a great act, a good act, that also should be made aware. People should be made aware of that, much more than of bad deeds. And by doing this, we can persuade our children in a gentle manner to follow examples. And for me, when I heard your story, I think for me it's something so powerful, so amazing. I commend you, sir, for your forbearance, for your humanity. And we want to have you come here, be our guest, so people can see that in the face of great adversity, a human being can still be capable of such an act of kindness as you were. So, sir, please be our guest, and I'd like to also introduce to you Mr. George Marcello, who's the CEO of Step by Step, and he'd like to also say a few words. Mr. Marcello?
So you can pause it, Paul, in case it doesn't start again. I'm just going to go grab the torch.
How was that, George? No stuttering or nothing?
No.
And the content?
Well, there was a bit that you put on.
Well, it's kind of... Maybe we'll stand closer, is that okay? Or you want to wait?
You know what?
Come in the rain.
If you just want it, George.
Let's go.
Come closer to the
Okay,
voice.
we're rolling.
Tell me if I'm good. Standing.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to focus the camera on you. So here we go. Go for it.
Greetings, Mr. Khatib. My name is George Marcello. I have been born in Canada, but my parents came from Italy, and we literally have been living the immigrant life here. And so I can relate to all the immigrants that found their way here. Mr. Khatib, I am holding the torch of life. This torch was given to us by an anonymous donor, and it was given to us shortly after I received a liver transplant. I wanted to walk 12,000 miles to say thank you to the donor family the anonymous donor family that saved my life. And in doing so, Pope John Paul II granted me an audience in Vatican City and encouraged us to let the children carry the torch throughout the world. And for the past 10 years, Mr. Khatib, that's what we've been doing. We've been letting children carry this torch, and they've been going into each city, thousands of cities, bringing the good word of organ donations and tissues. And I understand, Mr. Khatib, that you lost your son back in 2005. And when I first heard the story, it touched my heart. And ever since that day, it has touched my heart every day up until today. That's why, together with Shaheem, Omer, and many other people, we wanted to honor what you did by inviting you here to Canada for a week and giving you a real Canadian warm welcome, which I know you're going to appreciate. And we wanted to honor your son by lighting the flame with his memory and forever have his memory shared in every part of the world that we go to. So, Mr. Khatib, on behalf of all of us, and literally there's thousands of us, we urge you to please consider coming to Canada for a week. And trust me, Mr. Khatib, when you're going back to Palestine, you will be filled with many treasured memories. Thank you, Mr. Khatib.
Good stuff.
I'll be a Superman.
Anywhere you wanna go. Now let me tell you about my man and how he holds my hand. He got me feeling these feelings I can't describe. He always comes through. It's just a matter of time.
I'll be a Superman.
Faster than the speed of light. I got that kryptonite. I'm gonna make you eat tonight. 'Cause you my man, you my man, you my Superman. You my man, you my man, you my Superman. Fly me away, fly me high, take me low. Anywhere you wanna go. You my man, you my Superman. Here by my side, holding me tight. I can face the world, not just today but tomorrow. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm so in love with you. You got me feeling these feelings I can't describe. Not a bird, not a plane, it's my hero. Come to save the day. It's not a bird, not a plane, it's my hero. Come to save the day. Fly me high, take me low. Anywhere you wanna go. He's my superhero. 'Cause you my man, you my man, you my Superman. You my man, you my man, you my Superman. Fly me away, fly me high, take me low. Anywhere you wanna go. You my man, you my Superman. Now all my ladies, clap your hands. And all my fellas, do the same.